Hello everyone, welcome back to Day One Dev channel. Today we're going to talk about CKAD practice question, and the question is from a Cloud Guru. You can see the URL here. And as I stated in one of my certification hint, when you're taking an exam, this is more hands-on. So here we have a two tasks. We have to finish it in problem. And as I stated in my hint, the left side always I keep it a question. At the top is the documentation, and the bottom is a terminal. So it's easy for me to jump between windows or the terminals. The screen, if you see here, I can jump on any screen quick. So that way I'm not switching between layouts. This is the one which I practiced multiple CK certifications when I was doing it. Always waste a lot of time switching between the tabs. That is not going to be productive if you are aligning it. But I do suggest spend first 5 minutes of your after you log into exam. First 5 minutes you're gonna focus on your layout. Then it's gonna be much easier for switching between the terminals. Okay, perfect. So now you successfully logged in. The first one, even in a certification, you're gonna do the context. You have to log in. So I'm gonna do this logging into a context, and in exam, one another tip I want to share here is anything you select, it's auto shows up as a copy. So you don't need to do much a lot the way the practice exam. So we are good at now. Let's call out. This is also on a just call out. You don't need to create a real exam. You don't need to create an alias, but rest everything. I'm not going to share any other information to keep it a confidentiality of our exam. But in this practice, you're going to create an alias so that way I avoid typing it. But in real exam, you don't need to do that. All right. So the first state question says fixing a deployment. The second one, we're going to talk about fixing the issue of a broken part. So let's get on our fixing a deployment first one. Let's see, it's in a deploy. Okay, so I'm going to find out deploys. It's in a default namespace, it says. So the ready, it's 2 uptime. So I think my guess is that it's going to be Bruce. I think it's a broken because I see that the ready is a 0. And there are 2 containers running on it. So let's talk about, let's do a edit. Deploy. Here you see Bruce. It's in a default namespace, so I don't need to define anything. Let's see what is a problem. Okay, maybe if you need it, you can do this also in your exam. You can increase your size. Let's see, I don't see an issue because the containers. Oh, we should have checked the logs before. We shouldn't have done this. Okay, let's see what the logs is. Logs deploy. It's a Bruce, right? We did it. Okay, so logs. Let's find out what's the issue. Then we'll work on Nginx container. Nginx in a pod is waiting to try to start failed to pull image. Okay, that means we have to go and look for image section. Okay, let's get on our image section. There is a typo here. This here, the name it says Nginx, but the image name it says Nginx. So we're gonna put an G. Let's go back. I think this is the only error. Or let's see another image. Also. It's okay. We have only one image. We don't see anything. I think are we running at 2 pods? Yes, 2 replicas we are running here. Okay, we should be good. Let's look at our cat deploys. Perfect. The first one is done. And let's verify, make sure that practice you'll have a verify, but in real exam you'll not have a verify. So you have to check the pods both are running. Okay, the way I did it here. Now let's focus on our second problem. The issue is a broken pod. Let's look at our broken pod. So let's look for something the way we did a pods. But I think it says a deployment, bad deployment in a cave namespace. So let's see a deploy in cave. Okay. I don't see any issue in a deploy. Let's see a pods. Do we see anything? Okay, I don't see any issue. Let's see logs. And okay, let's see the logs. Okay, we'll do that. Same thing we did it, but it says it's a broken issue. But I see a pod is running. I don't see any challenge. Let's figure it out. What's the problem? Part in namespace. Okay. Okay. The error is a challenge. Okay. Default system service account Cave default cannot listen to API namespace Cave. Okay. Now the issue is we are getting some forbidden error. So that's I don't think that is an issue. Let's figure it out. Get SA, which is service account. You can see that here. Service account. You can do it. We should see that service accounts here. So let's call out in. Okay. Do we have any service accounts? Perfect. We have service accounts. So and look for what service accounts we have. It K default. We have a default service account. Let's look for a role. What role it says. Perfect. We have Batman role, Robin role. Excellent. So let's describe uh, describe role Q for Batman. Okay. Labels, man, Batman, nothing. Deployments, nothing. Get list. Okay. It has only verbs of a get and list. So now let's do another role, which we have a Robin. Okay, Robin has the pods get list. So if you see that Batman has only deployment and services, does not have anything beyond that role, right? So now we need to bind a role uh, to a certain service account. So let's, before we do binding, let's see what all we have it, the roles. Binding in K. Okay. This is we have a Batman Robin and we have Batman role Robin Robin role Robin role binding to Robin role. Okay, so we are good on this part. So we don't need to worry about this anything here. We are good. So let's go and edit our deployment. Let's do deploy bat minus k. Let's figure it out. What service account we have it here. Okay, in templates spec, it should be okay. We don't define, I don't see any service accounts. Let's go back to deploy service account. So even I'm not sure how we're going to add it, but let's look for our documentation. This is what we're going to do in our exam also. So it's going to be easier. Okay, this here, the pod, we have service account. We don't need to do anything. So now we have to define this under here. So we have to define service account here. So we're going to create a service account. You guys don't remember what all service accounts we did it. Let's do a quick check here, or we can do a quick, maybe let's get essays minus n k. Okay, so we have to GOTHAM. Okay, just I'll try to copy this part. Let's go back and edit. Okay. So now we have to go to a spec. So our document states here, where is it? Service account name. We're gonna do that. So we're gonna do a make sure that is you're doing it the right case sensitive. Also, it's gonna be an issue name which we copied here. I think we can paste it. Perfect. I don't see any issue. Let's save and exit. Perfect. It's applicable. Sometimes in your exam, it will not allow you to modify. What you can do is the temp path, you can take it and you can force it using a hyphen force. That is another, is going to be easier for you. So now let's look for logs, what we did it. So that's going to be faster for us. Oh, there you go. This is an old error. I don't think this is a new error. So let's do verify. Let's see. It should solve the problem. Perfect. There you go. We totally completed both the exercises. All right. So please subscribe to Day One Dev, and I do suggest as I'll keep adding all the practice exams, so that will help you for your CKAD exam. All right. Have a wonderful day.